Girl, bye. Girl, bye.
Girl, bye.
I think in 2015, there's no way to have only one stream of income. You are not a true hustler if you only have one stream of income, and you need to get your life together if you only have one stream of income. I'm ready.
Well, normal day for me is, waking up early in the morning, going to the gym. Gym is very important when you're doing hair because you got to make sure that you are not tired when you're on your feet almost 12 hours a day. After that is hustle. Doing hair all day, answering emails, getting more money, that kind of thing.
My life before my large following on social media, I was a full-time student going to Tuskegee University. I used to be a PA for 51 Minds, which is a production company. I was working and I was a student.
I have more than one hustle. I started out with Sassy Mature Hair, the virgin hair line. I'll be 5 years old. That's a blessing. And then I met Day. You'll meet her in a second. We met November 2013 at a turkey giveaway, and we were just talking about just different avenues that we didn't see available to women. So we created Ladies Who Brunch, and it took off. It started in December 2013, and now we're in 2015. We're about to have this conference. So that was another hustle. It's not even a hustle. It's just more about what we feel is empowering women and connecting women. It's just more of a positive movement. I wouldn't say a hustle, because hustling is like you gotta put in work, and this doesn't feel like work. It just feels like what we naturally want to do. So I have that, and then I have a brand called the Sassy Cat, which is being restructured right now, but that is a tale off of hair and beauty. So yeah, I do have more than one hustle. And then also you gotta think that you're a daughter, you're a friend. That's a hustle in itself too, because you wanna make sure that you're available for them, because what would we be without friends and family? So that's my hustle.
So girl, I keep a few hustles. I am the CEO and founder of a niche marketing agency. I plan a huge event for Christopher Ludacris Bridges, and that entails year-long planning. I also write, I produce films and pitch shows with my business partner, and I'm still learning. While I'm doing all that, I'm still learning. So you have to figure out a way to learn and make your education pay you. Don't be the person in the room that knows everything, because that person hits a ceiling. You don't want to be the person that's knocking on the ceiling and everybody's just surpassing you, So just make sure you're always learning. Do what you have to do. Get your coin, but also save your coin. I'm not the best at saving, but at the same time, I don't do broke well. I don't do broke at all. So you have to keep that in your mind, okay? I'm not gonna spend my last on those shoes, because I know that I need to reinvest in a different tactic for my business. So prioritize. Priorities, they're really, really big.
I am a multitasker. It's just what I do, and I always bring everything I do together. So if I got shoes, I'm giving shoes to this artist. If this artist needs to be at this event that I'm throwing, then he's gonna be there wearing the shoes, and everything just goes like this, and then we all making money. Honey. It came naturally. I found out that the easiest way for me to run all these businesses is just to make everything work for everybody, because then no one's jealous, nobody feels like they're not loved enough. A really great businessman makes everybody feel like they're the main shit. When you're doing a lot of stuff in business, you got to give everybody 100% seemingly. So, I just have always intertwined what I'm doing and made my business work for all my businesses, and it just came together like that. Common sense is not that common.
A time that it doesn't make sense to do a lot is when you're starting to lose yourself in all of it. You can't keep up, you're becoming disorganized, and things are not making sense. People starting complaining, and you're forgetting appointments that you had, and you're not prepared. When you become unprepared, then you gotta let something go. I've seen people say that they can do something, and that can be as simple as videography, for example. And then when it's time for they show up, they do the videography, and their work was outstanding. That's why we kept working with them. And then all of a sudden we get back a video that's terrible. Like, we could have made the video in iMovie. Like, we could have done everything with the video and it looks awful. And that's when I realized, like, you're doing too much. Because we're paying you to make a quality video and what we're getting back is some glitter and some fireworks. We could have did that. We could have added confetti. iMovie. Girl, bye.
As a female entrepreneur that does multiple things, I think that it could be I know that it could be very, very financially helpful. But at the same time, it's a thin line. There is a thin line between doing too much and doing the most. You have to make sure that you're presenting yourself as organized, someone who has their business model well thought out. Because if you don't, and you're saying, okay, I'm a film producer this day, well, tomorrow I'm a hairstylist, and then the next day I'm an eyelash extension specialist. Whatever it is, you have to make sure you're presenting it in an organized way so people can take you seriously. Because nobody wants to go to Sally Sue's hair salon and get her taxes done at the same time. Like, that's not cute, nor does that make sense. It confuses the market. So make sure that in building your business model, that it's correct, it's concise, it's clear, and your marketing works for you. I believe that there's a lot of power in separation. I have and own 4 different businesses, but they're not together. They're not under Rachel Jackson's name. I let them work independently for me so the people that work for me can also hold it on their back and fly my flag without me being there. So that's another thing to think about as well.